Dear friends, Namaste, and that's Ramneek wig in front of you. Friends, today here I shall be telling you about the importance of pranayama, food therapy, and meditation. Friends, I myself got cancer 3 times. The first time when I got cancer way back in the year 1998, at that time I was only 25 years old. At that time the cure rate was 90%. I got my treatments done here in Delhi in the year 1998, and after the chemotherapies I got my scans done, and according to the scans I was cancer free. After that I led a normal life for about 3 to 4 months, since I was a practicing lawyer at that time. So I led a normal life for about 3 to 4 months. After that, in the year 1999, the cancer again came back, and this time it came back with a vengeance. I remember I went to the United States in the year 2000 for a bone marrow transplant. I got the transplant done at UCI Medical Center, that is University of California, Irvine Medical Center in United States. Now after the transplant, I was given 25 sittings of radiotherapy. After this entire procedure, I again got my scans done, and according to the scans, everything was normal. I was cancer free. So the doctor congratulated me saying, "Mr. Wig, you've got a new life now." So friends, I came down back to India and again got back to my law practice. 2001 and 2 were good with me, but in 2003, again the cancer came back, and this time it came back with a vengeance. This collarbone, what you're seeing right here, this is a new collarbone right now, what you're seeing. This entire region had become absolutely hollow. It became so bad that you could put in a pen from here and take it out from here, so that this entire region became totally hollow. I remember a glass of pus used to ooze out from this region right here. And my entire back had several tumors. I used to sleep on an airbag. Ultimately, the doctors in India, they finally gave up. They told my parents that, listen, this seems to be the last stage of cancer, because the cancer has come back, and this time it has spread all across. I remember the doctor had put in about half a meter of cloth from here and take it out, and he took it out from here, and the entire area was sealed. So the nurse used to come every day to my house for changing the dressing. Now I remember the doctors in India finally gave up. They told my parents that, listen, your son has just got maximum 1 month to live. Some of them also told my parents that you can take his photograph, and which would be helpful in performing the last rituals once he's gone. So the position was rather very bad. In such a scenario, friends, I never gave up. I always had a great positive attitude towards life. I never gave up hope. I remember I again went with my parents, and this time I went to University of Southern California, that is USC Medical Center, Los Angeles. I remember when the doctor saw my position over there at USC, he was rather surprised to see my position. He said, you know, I've never seen such a case in my life. I can put my hand from here and take it out from here. Mr. Wig, you're completely hollow. And how come you reached the United States? I said, doctor, because we got some ray of hope. That is the reason I'm here. Now, doctor, he saw all my scans, and he said, Mr. Wig, I can give you some research treatment, but that can maximum give you a life of about 4 to 6 months. The cure rate is not even 1%. So we are sure the cancer would come back in 4 to 6 months. We'll try to knock down the cancer cells, but I'm sure they would definitely come back within the next 4 to 6 months. So friends, since we got some ray of hope that I could get 4 or 6 months to live, I decided to opt for that treatment. So he got me into the hospital. I was admitted, and the chemotherapy started from the next day. Now friends, I was in the United States for about 2 months. After 2 months, the doctor said that, listen, Mr. Wig, I've tried to knock down the cancer cells, but I'm sure they would definitely come back within the next 4 to 6 months. So you can go down back to India, make your will, Enjoy yourself because you just have maximum 4 to 6 months to go. I'm sure the cancer cells will definitely come back. Now, when I came down back to India, this was the turning point of my life. Friends, because when I used to practice law, I had done a course called Diploma in Yoga and Naturopathy from a university in Delhi, and this was a 1 year course. This was just like a matter of hobby. I had just done this course because I was fond of yoga and naturopathy, but I had never implemented that knowledge of yoga and naturopathy onto myself. Since I was a practicing lawyer, I was always very busy in my profession. But since I did have the basic knowledge of yoga and naturopathy, I started adopting that knowledge onto myself. I made a set of 15 pranayamas and started practicing them every day, 1 hour morning and 1 hour evening. I also started getting very cautious of my eating habits because I'd learned in my course that whatever food you intake, that is either good or bad for your system. So I started eating those foodstuffs which had a high antioxidant value, which were alkaline in nature, and which were anti-tumor in nature. Friends, I also started spending about 15 minutes on meditation every day. So friends, as time passed by, I could feel, yes, that my energy levels are going up and I'm feeling good from inside. Over the next 6 months, I also gained about 10 to 12 kgs. I thought to myself that, listen, I'm doing good no matter what the doctor was saying in the United States. So I and my father decided to go back to the US for a follow-up checkup. And the doctor was quite surprised to see that the cancer had not come back till now. He also got my lung functioning test done and he was again very surprised. He said, Mr. Wade, when you left the United States, your right lung was just working 20% because of the fibroids. But now both your lungs are working a good 100%. So Mr. Wade, have you been up to something? I said, Doctor, I am just doing my pranayama and I'm very cautious of my eating habits, which is food therapy, and I also spend about 15 minutes on meditation every day. Doctor was very happy with my reports. He said, Mr. Wig, whatever you've been doing seems to be really working good on you. So continue with that. So friends, I came down back to India and I was practicing those same pranayamas, and again I was very cautious of my eating habits, and again I used to spend about 15 minutes on meditation. Again I went back to the doctor after 6 months and again the cancer had not come back. So friends, when the cancer did not come back for a year, that was the time when I said that I need to teach others also. This line has really helped me and now I need to teach others also. So that was the time in the year 2005 when I made these 11 courses. You can see this chart. This talks about the 11 courses which are conducted by me. All these courses are personalized. That means they are one-to-one. Friends, I also kept on going to the doctor for 10 years and the doctors were surprised to see that the cancer never came back. Now friends, it's been over 12 years. The cancer never came back and I still do those same pranayamas 1 hour morning and 1 hour evening, and I'm very cautious of my eating habits. Now friends, let me tell you here that pranayama and food therapy are a complete science in themselves. They are helpful in the treatment of several ailments like cancer, diabetes, asthma, high blood pressure, blockages in arteries, cardiovascular diseases, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, liver disorders, kidney disorders, bipolar disorders, OCD, depression, obesity, and several others. Friends, I have been taking these 11 courses since the last 11 years. Now, in these courses, all these courses are personalized. That means they are one-to-one. There are 3 disease-specific courses which I take. These are for those patients who are suffering from any ailment or who were suffering from any ailment in the past. Then there are 3 basic courses on pranayama, food therapy and meditation. These are for those people who are not suffering from any ailment but want to learn pranayama, food therapy and meditation. Then friends, I have 1 advanced course on pranayama and food therapy. I have 1 basic course on meditation, and I have 3 teachers training courses on pranayama, food therapy and meditation. Teachers training course is for those who want to become a teacher in pranayama and food therapy and who want to teach others in the future. Now friends, let me tell you here that I see many people doing pranayamas but they are not doing it correctly. It is very important to do your pranayama correctly. Pranayama is based on these 4 pillars. You can see this chart right here. It talks about the 4 pillars of pranayama. Pranayama is a complete science in itself and it is based on these 4 pillars. So it is very important to take care of the ratios between inhalation, internal retention, exhalation and external retention as you do your pranayama. Because the main role of pranayama is to rejuvenate the cells of your system. If you do not take care of the ratios, you will never get the desired results. Next friends, it is very important to abide by the golden rules of pranayama. You can see this chart right in front of you. It talks about the 3 golden rules of pranayama, that we must always do abdominal breathing, we must follow the ratios, and we must apply the pressure locks as and when required. Because in many pranayamas we need to apply the pressure locks. These are for increasing the cellular pressure. So it is very important to apply pressure locks in the pranayamas which involve internal or external retention of breath. So friends, it is very important to do your pranayama correctly. If you will not do them correctly, you will never get the desired results. Next friends, it's very important to do disease specific pranayamas. Now for example, if I get 4 patients, one with asthma, one with diabetes, one with high BP and one with cancer, and if I tell each one of them 5 pranayamas to do, there might not be even one pranayama which is similar. There would be 5 different pranayamas for the people with diabetes, 5 different for the people with cancer, 5 different for people with high blood pressure, and 5 different for people with asthma. So friends, it is very important to do disease specific pranayamas. Pranayama is a complete science in itself and it helps in the rejuvenation of the cells of your system. So it is very important to do your pranayama correctly. Then friends, it is very important to eat right. Many times I see people eating foodstuffs which are full of trans fats, saturated fats, and that is very bad for our health. You must go for a natural diet. It is very important to eat foodstuffs which are good for our health. Again, it is very important to have a diet which is very rich in antioxidants. Now friends, I have made this chart on my own. This is a chart which talks about the top antioxidants. Now it is very important to eat a diet which is loaded with antioxidants. It is very important to have an alkaline diet. It is very important to be very cautious of your eating habits, because friends, you need to remember that whatever food you intake, it is either good or bad for your system. So you've got to eat those foodstuffs which are good for your health and avoid eating those foodstuffs which could be detrimental to your health. Now friends, let me tell you that I have written these 14 books. Mostly these books are on pranayama, on food therapy, on good health, on positive thinking, and on meditation. And all these books are available at my center at Greater Kailash Park 2, New Delhi. If you're interested in purchasing any of these books, you can directly give me a call at my personal cell number, which is 099-10178140. or you can email to my center and someone from my center will speed post or courier these books to you. My center email is yogaenjoyment@gmail.com. And friends, let me tell you that these all 11 courses are one-to-one. All these courses are conducted by me personally, and these courses are one-to-one. That means you can do these courses whenever you want. These courses are conducted by me at my center at GK2 New Delhi, and they're also conducted by me over the Skype. So even if you're not living in Delhi, you can do these courses with me over the Skype. Friends, I also conduct these 4 condensed courses. These are for those individuals who do not have much time with them and they want to complete the entire course in one day. So these are condensed courses. They are also personalized. That means you can complete these condensed courses in one day. The first condensed course is called Condensed Disease Specific Course on Pranayama, Food Therapy and Meditation. That has 6 hours. The second condensed course is called Condensed Disease Specific Course on Pranayama and Food Therapy. That has 5 hours. The third condensed course is Condensed Basic Course on Pranayama and Food Therapy, and that has 4 hours. And the fourth condensed course is condensed course. It is a condensed basic course on meditation which has 2 hours. So friends, I also conduct these 4 condensed courses. Now friends, if you're interested in doing any of these 11 courses or any of these 4 condensed courses, you can directly get in touch with me. My personal cell number is 099-101-78140. I will again repeat that for you. That is 099-101-78140. And friends, let me tell you that in these courses you only have to make the payment of 1 class at a time. So you can complete these courses according to your own convenience. And friends, you can also do these courses in a group. If you have a group, you can also come to my center and do these courses in a group. Now friends, let me tell you one thing here, that I have over 600 videos on YouTube. So you can directly check me out on YouTube. My YouTube channel address is youtube.com/Yoga Guru Ramneek Wig. And my website is www.ramneekwig.com. I will spell it out for you. It is www.ramneekwig.com. So friends, remember, you must practice pranayama, food therapy and meditation because they are a complete science in themselves and they are helpful in the treatment of several ailments. Namaste friends, thank you so much and do take care.